Aschmann.
Legendary Lisa Aschmann.
Your song reminded me of a song. I'm kind of had it with the border and the immigration issue. So, and you can tell where I'm at from this song. My name is one I'll be traveling on when the harvest is complete. But for now, I toil my hands in the soil, a breath from slavery. I work at dawn 'cause I'm up with the sun. Out here I'm a refugee. I'm just seeking a place to make my great escape to the land of the free. So take a side and admit that I'm alive. Someone who meets your needs, then pay me fair and show me that you care for the family that I feed. Then please don't believe those rumors about me, that I lie, I steal, and I deceive. Don't make me swim that river again and through these deserts weave. Let's turn the page and start over again. Please make laws that I can keep and see me as a man. I'm possibly your friend in the bosom of liberty. But take a side and admit that I'm alive. Someone who meets your needs, then pay me fair and show me that you care for the family that I feed. 'Cause my name is one I'll be traveling on when the harvest is complete.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. God, that's a situation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a.
That sounds
Well, I grew up
fairly
around
recent.
a lot of undocumented people. Around, I mean, my dad was a painting contractor in Amarillo,
Yeah.
Texas, so we knew lots of people that were hardworking, good people.
Yeah. When did you write that?
Just a few months ago.
Yeah, that's recent.
I wrote mine 40 some odd years ago.
I mean, it hasn't changed since then. Come on. I hate that.
Actually, I did change the last verse because it had gotten a little.
You updated it.
Yeah, I updated it.
Cool.
But it was non-political. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it was.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So.
Huh. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm trying to introduce that. I mean, like it shows. I mean,
Yeah.
in a
Oh my God, yeah.
as non-politically
Right.
as I can.
You want to be as,
but I
as
still want to make
neutral
a
as you
point,
can.
You know, that, I want them to hear it.
Yeah. Well, that makes me think of this song, because Susan wrote this song, my girlfriend, and the first shot at the music for it, I was in a really strange tuning, and I thought I was getting some. It's a song about the the guy that shot 10 people in Boulder in 2019, because we were living in Loveland at the time. And what sometimes she does is she disappears in the house. Wherever we are, she's gone. I can't find her anywhere. And usually when I find her, she's got 5 pieces of paper on her lap and she's writing. When she heard about the shooting, she disappeared again, and she came out with this lyric. And I pulled this really, since it was about a subject like that, I pulled this really eerie sounding music out of this tuning that I was working with. And I said, come out from your office. I want you to hear what I got. Because I was excited about the fact that it was pretty cool. And it was kind of eerie. I got about 45 seconds into it. She's just going, no. Okay, back to the drawing board. So I put the guitar in standard tuning, and I made, well, you'll be the judge of if I was able to get what I wanted out of it. I did not touch a word of this song, of this lyric when she wrote it. It's called In the Blink of an Eye. In the blink of an eye, with the cock of a gun, you lay on the floor where you tried to outrun the streak of a bullet, the heat from a gun. You were only 20, a life just begun in Boulder, Colorado. Peaceful little mountain town. There's snow on the mountains, there's blood on the ground. Pausing breath just to listen, hidden corners in a room. A path of bloody footprints, the smoke of gunfire looms. Troubled souls prowl the darkness, sometimes see the light of day. Their shots pierce the madness, draining lifeblood away. In Boulder, Colorado, peaceful little mountain town. There's snow on the mountain, blood on the ground. Do the sirens in the distance come for me? In the clearness of this vision, I can see that he pulled the trigger, he held the gun. Now we're held accountable for the deed he has done. While in Boulder, Colorado, near the Flatirons' shadowed ground, shots will go through the canyon till all arms are laid down. Till all arms are laid down. Till all arms are laid down. I got the Erie out of the standard tuning. I got lucky actually. She was over on this side going, yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to hear. She's not really, she's not very musical. She can sing and she loves music. But when I'm working on a piece for the music for it, she knows that I'm gonna get what she wants out of it. And if she doesn't get what she wants out of it, she shakes her head at me. And I'll take it, you know. I get in a rut. I get into my Bill Nash rut and play these songs that, you know, some of them are funny, some of them are comical, some of them have some substance to them, but a lot of them are fluff. And then I hear what she comes out with some of these lyrics, and I'm like, oh, I guess I should look at that, some of my songs again, because we're not in competition.
Yeah, that was definitely not fluff.
No. Yeah.
Very powerful. But let's change the mood.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Please do.
When I started writing this a few years ago, it felt like a children's song, so I decided to go with that. And so you all are not children. Pretend that you are.
Okay.
From the sun, there's a ray that will warm up your soul. The moon shines a beam to make you feel whole. A star in the sky has a twinkle for your eye, and somebody's looking for you. Somebody's looking for you. In a field in the springtime of flowers for you, a bird in the sky is whistling your tune. A cloud up above is painting a view, and somebody's looking for you. Somebody's looking for you. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart to everything here. There's a wonderful world just waiting for you, and somebody's looking for you. Somebody's looking for you. There's a place in the heavens where we all belong. Our voices are singing one peaceful song, and there's a place in my heart made special for you, and somebody's looking for you. Somebody's looking for you. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your heart to everything here. There's a wonderful world just waiting for you, and somebody's looking for you. Somebody's looking for you. Somebody's looking. Somebody's looking. Somebody's looking. They're looking for you.
Goodness, that's very sweet.
know if that's
Lovely.
a children's song at all. I
You
would
know
right
what?
in the
You're
middle of
right.
that.
You're right. Gosh darn, that's good. Where have you been all these years?
Hiding out.
I guess. That's really good.
Well, this is something I wrote with John Tiro. So I'm thinking about love songs. Here's one. Used to be me, gravity bound. Look straight ahead, feet on the ground. Worked pretty well till I started hanging around with you. Now I feel like walking on air. I might fall, I don't care. Your love has taught me how to fly. Oh, you've got me sky high, sky high, sky high. Maybe I've got my head in the clouds, having a ball, laughing out loud, waving goodbye to the critical crowd below. Lately all of those old fears look so small from way up here. Your love has taught me how to fly. Oh, you've got me sky high, sky high, sky high. I shooting out of a cannon. I don't know where I'll be landing. My heart is sailing into the blue with you. Your love has taught me how to fly. Oh, you've got me sky high, sky high, sky high. Sky's the limit, baby.
That's great. Goodness.
I'll do this. Let's think of.
This is the love song circuit at this point. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna break the rule and do.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. I mean, this is from a song prompt, and literally opened a dictionary and put my finger in and found a word. Hear the snap of sheets hanging on the line. The warm breeze sweeps the yard.
Thank you.
Fills this place with the smell of clean. I hear the beating of my heart as I lay here. Fresh cut grass and watch the clouds drift by. You know life was sweet and it was just for me. Summer '65. And I still hear that whomp as that ball hit my glove. I was squatting behind home plate, 2 outs, 3 runs on. Oh, the count was full, 3-2, and the air's electrified. You know, he fanned that flame, we won that game in the summer '65. 'Cause we were innocent, we were so naive, we did not understand Vietnam or Martin Luther King. And the world was spinning faster, and our days were slipping by, and our questions started mounting in the summer '65. Yeah. You know, 65 was the year of watching the Edmund Pettus Bridge, and we all sang we shall overcome, not knowing what it meant. But it made the old folks nervous and put fear in their eyes. I guess the status quo was DOA in the summer of 65. Well, we played moonlit games of kick for can and sneaking in the dark, fighting off the Viet Cong invading the neighbor's yard. Whoa, the feelings, it's with me in the stillness of the night. We started playing war, a whole lot more in the summer of 65. Cause we were innocent, we were so naive, we did not understand Vietnam, Martin Luther King. The world was spinning faster, and our days were slipping by, and our questions started mounting in the summer of 65. Whoa, so here I am, I'm an older man, I long since turned 65. And if I could, I'd like to leave something good behind. Well, maybe when my grandson turned darkness into light. But the best I can do is to give to him a summer like 65. Cause we were innocent, we were so naive, we did not understand Vietnam, Martin Luther King. The world was spinning faster, our days were slipping by, and our questions started mounting in the summer of 65. Yeah, the questions started mounting back in the summer of 65.
Very nice. Love that song. Oh my gosh.
I want to say goodnight to you all.
Okay, Lisa, thanks for stopping as always.
Yes, thanks for singing.
Always good to have you.
Neat song.
I'm looking forward to hearing you all much more. I was telling you about being on the mountain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You got there 3 times in my hearing just tonight.
Well, thank you.
Good night, Lisa. Good morning. Yes, hope so.
You just mentioned prompt,
Yeah.
and that makes me want to do this song. You know, at the Southwest Regional Folk Alliance, they give you a little piece of paper at the beginning, and you got to write a song off that piece of paper in 2 days and play it at the brunch on Sunday. Well, in 2020, we were shut down from COVID, but we still had a SWRFA online. And I got my prompt from Dallas in an email. It was in a little piece of paper. And my prompt said, "Here today, still here tomorrow." And I thought, I'm no good at that. I'm no good at, it takes me 6 weeks to write a song, if I'm lucky. But that, I said to myself, you know what? I can do this. I can do this one. So I told them, I said, I have a friend here with me, and he's sitting on the couch on the other side of the room, and he's a world-class saw player. And he plays the saw. He's really good. And he's going to play he's going to do a solo at one point in the song. I couldn't, you couldn't really tell if anybody heard me at all. I ended up doing it this year because I didn't have a song that I did in 2 days, but I knew they'd never seen me do this live. So I did it this year at SWRFA and told them the same thing. There's a guy here who's going to play a saw solo for you. And then and I started to play the song. And here it's called Here Today, Still Here Tomorrow. My James Goodall to the left, I got my Larrabee on the right. Tom knows old Taylor on the couch, 6 more on the rack within my sight. Each one set to a different tuning, so I can reach for the one. The right guitar for the right moment, all I see is fun, fun, fun. You ask me if I'm happy in retirement, I bring up a smile so slow. I plan on being here a mighty long time, here today, still here tomorrow. Where's my second 3-string capo? It works so well in diggity-gad. With a full capo on the first fret, it becomes my favorite comrade. If it wasn't for these versatile friends of mine, my life would be a sorrier sight. They help me fill in a lot of time, making every day so bright. You ask me if I'm happy in retirement, I bring up a smile so slow. I plan on being here a mighty long time, here today, still here tomorrow. Oh, they say when you retire, still do the things you love so you don't waste your time away. Just you fill your mind with mush when you know you got so much more you want to say. So write down the words, pick up the guitar and build yourself a masterpiece. You never know what's gonna happen next. It's my favorite way to be released. Here we go. Ooh, gotta get my whistle going. I bring up a smile so slow. I plan on being here a mighty long time, here today, still here tomorrow. Oh, here today, still here tomorrow. Take it home, buddy.
That's the best saw I've ever heard.
And the gut, it's dry here. I should have done it. My dad was a world-class whistler, and I learned everything about it from him. I can do the piccolo solo from Stars and Stripes Forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, my dad and my grandpa played the saw.
Did they?
So
No.
we have the saw. And
Do
like,
you?
That's one thing that my sister and we're still going through the house where my parents lived. And
Oh.
it's like, we both want it. There's only one saw. It's like,
I've kind of been toying with the Western market a little bit.
Yeah.
So I went to their convention, the Western Music Convention, and there was this couple, and it's like he's an old grizzly cowboy, and she's like the sweet little lady, but she plays the saw. And man, I just take.
That's fun.
amazing.
Oh, I mean,
That's
it's
fun.
Yeah, I mean, and she's not real good.
Oh, good.
But
That's
they're
even
real
better.
sweet. They're real sweet. But you don't want to saw out of tune.
Oh,
You know,
no. Oh, that's great. That's funny.
I'd never seen that before seeing this couple.
Well, I'm not the whistler that you are, Bill, but
You got one? Got a whistle song?
I got to tell you a story about this song first. So, this is actually a true story. My wife and I have a friend, or she really has the friend by the name of Betty, and gosh, it's been 10 years now. She received a phone call from a man in Missouri who said he was 90 years old, and then in 1945 he had been stationed in Hobbs, New Mexico at the end of World War II, and that he had a romance that summer with Betty's mother, who was 17 at the time. And Betty didn't know anything about it, but Betty's mother had died, the man's wife had died, he's at the end of his life, and he obviously looked back with great fondness for that magic summer. And he wanted to, he just wanted to talk about her. He asked about a photograph. And then at some point in the conversation, he said, did she ever mention my name? And I thought, oh, there's the song title right there.
Oh my goodness, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
Here's
Thank you.
the song that goes with it. She was 17 and 45. I watched her close. I caught her eye. We talked a while, and then some more. We talked of life. We talked of war. The world was big. We were small. I was serving in New Mexico. A desert moon that cast a spell. The night we shared the dance that lovers know well. Then the war was done and we said goodbye. I don't remember if we cried. I went back home. I started life. Another year. I met my wife. We worked the farm and we raised our kids. We led our life like others did. But every once in a while, I'd like to think about the girl from 45. We made our choice and I went away. I don't regret the life I made. I loved my wife and I loved my kids. But now and then I would wonder if, when the moon was high and bright, did she dream of summer nights? Did I ever cross her mind? Did she ever mention my name? And now she's gone, and my wife too. I'm 90 now, my years are few. I wonder if there's a photo of the girl I loved when we were young. I'd love to see her face again and remember way back when. I'd love to see just one more time the eyes of the girl from 45. We made our choice and I went away. I don't regret the life I made. I loved my wife and I loved my kids. But now and then I would wonder if, when the moon was high and bright, did she dream of summer nights? Did I ever cross her mind? Did she ever mention my name? Did she ever mention my name?
That is so
That's a
sweet.
great song. That's a really good song.
Thank you.
Goodness sakes.
Wow.
You can take off? Okay. Janet.
Hopefully all
Yeah.
my buttons might be fixed by in a few months.
Okay,
18 months.
In a few months.
in a few months.
Oh, a few months.
Yeah. I got crazy stem cells put into my.
You did. Cool.
It takes a while to because they can regenerate as anything. So
Yeah, yeah, that's very promising.
yeah,
Let's see it happen, babe.
magic of meds.
Yeah. Have a good night.
It made me think of mine. Mama's resting on the bed. Her body's weak and my daddy's scared. Been touch and go all through the night. So he reaches out, he takes her hand and says, God, please, could you understand? 60 years of love is not enough. And he sees her as his bride, young and beautiful, standing by his side. Through all the years they've been through the good, the bad, they're living proof. This 60 years of love is not enough. Well, they were teenage kids, broke the rules, they got married young, in high school when they eloped to Tucumcari, New Mexico. So he worked 2 jobs and made ends meet. She finished high school with a baby. 60 years have come and they've gone. So my brother and I step off to the side, and Daddy looks deep into Mama's eyes. She says everything will be good. So he counts his blessings one by one, and he says we have not yet begun. 60 years of love is not enough. And he sees her as his bride, young and beautiful, standing tune, but
That's okay. No, that's great.
Sounded great.
Very funny. You just reminded me of. That's what I love about circles. Just reminds you of some other songs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My grandmother lived to 98, and she was a master quilter. And matter of fact, one of the first quilts I ever had her make for me were Kerrville T-shirts, and I wrote a song about that also because she made this quilt out of my Kerrville T-shirts, and I swear it was the softest, most wonderful feel quilt I've ever had in my life. And I mean, it surpassed all of the other quilts. But I brought it to Kerrville many times. I used to hang it on the canopy so people could see it. And 2014, I think, 2 years after I divorced my second wife, and go to Kerrville, getting ready to go to Kerrville, and I decided the last minute to take the quilt with me. And I rolled out on my scooter to my van, and I started putting stuff in the van, and I think I put it on the roof of my van and drove away. It disappeared, and that was not the song I was going to do, though. But I just wanted to give you a feeling about my grandmother's abilities. She was just amazing. And my grandfather, her husband, he died at 84 from Alzheimer's. And the last 2 or 3 years of his life, he spent in the bed with my mom's sister and her and grandma taking care of him because he was gone. Anyway, I used to tell grandma I was going to write a song about grandpa. And she was all excited about it, except that every time I started writing a song about him, it came out like the first line was, my grandfather was a pirate. And that was like boring, stupid. And I thought, man, well, after she passed away, 2011 at 98, I kept that thought in my head because I still wanted to write that song. And then about 8 months ago or so, just the whole thing started coming up. He worked in a steel mill for 47 years, and he fixed everything around the house with a pipe wrench. I mean, he would change the oil filter on the car with a pipe wrench, and he would do this, and he'd bang his hand on his ear, and I was young and impressionable, and I heard all my swear words from him. And matter of fact, I used to say the CS word and the MF word, and my mom says, no, he never said the MF word. He wouldn't say that. I'm sorry, Mom. I was there. I heard it. I heard the word. Anyway, so I wrote this song, and it ended up being on the new album, and it's called Spilled a Little Blood. My grandpa worked the steel mills of northern Illinois, Phoenix Steel Company, till he retired from his employ. 47 years he'd go to work early in the morn. He'd bend horseshoes all day till the sound of the horn. Then he'd come home to Grandma, but first to take a shower, to remove the grime and the grit of a day's work in an hour. Then he'd work out in the field till the sun set in the west. He'd tend the garden to bring the food to the table to be blessed. Grandpa was a quiet man, he never had a lot to say. A pipe wrench in his hand, he'd work on the car in the driveway. Sometimes he would curse expletives in a flood, and he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Now Grandpa never learned how to read or write in school. He did things his own way, always followed the golden rule. But a wiser man you never meet in your time on this earth. He knew how to fix fix things from the moment of his birth. I learned how to use a saw and a hammer and a nail. I watched him and my dad build our house to every detail. They spent all their free time to get the house just right, to have a place for the boys and the girls to sleep at night. Grandpa was a quiet man, he never had a lot to say. A pipe wrench in his hand, he'd work on the car in the driveway. Sometimes he would curse expletives in a flood, and he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Now as a young man I never learned how to swear, but I heard a bunch from Grandpa, all that he could spare, and I used them sometimes just hoping against hope I would not get my mouth washed out with Mom's ivory soap. Grandpa was a quiet man, he never had a lot to say. A pipe wrench in his hand, he'd work on the car in the driveway. Sometimes he would curse expletives in a flood, and he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Yeah, he only felt the job was done if he spilled a little blood. Cool. I wish my grandmother had heard it, because she would have loved it.
Yeah.
My aunt Judy loves it, my mom's sister, who used to take care of my grandfather. And man, everybody knew that he could swear. Phew. Just crazy swearing.
All right, I'm going to
I want to hear
change.
this song, and I'm gonna.
It's getting
Go ahead.
there, isn't it?
Getting it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what time it is. It's almost 1. Not too bad.
I'm going to change the mood to go home with.
Okay.
This is, I had this,
Cry again.
Huh?
Don't make me cry again.
no, this will not make you cry.
There
And
you
your
go.
song and Randy's song.
Yeah. I had this tune for like, I don't know, 20 years, and then last year, I think it was, yeah, a year ago, a little over a year ago, I was watching my dogs, and I decided to make it a dog song.
Cool.
So this is for my dogs. Who's got my leash? Somebody's got my leash. I got to have a leash for my walks. But what about my favorite collar? Seems like it's getting smaller. Gotta have a collar for my walk. I'll scramble to the front door. I'll spin around. Hello world, it's me again. Well, I've been elected doggy cop. I've got to watch what's on my block. I've got to stop to see what's going on. You see that squirrel run up that tree? I'll catch him if you set me free. Got to sniff to see where he is gone. I'll scramble down the sidewalk. I'll spin around. Hello world, it's me again. I'll scramble to the dog park. I'll spin around. Hello world, it's me again. Well, now we're at the doggy park and all the dogs are gonna bark. We've all got to sniff our hello low. Now Peanut wants to run a race. I'll see if I can keep the pace. We'll all chase each other around the park. I'll scramble through the dog park. I'll spin around. Hello world, it's me again. Well, now it's getting time to go, 'cause everybody's heading home. I've got to have my leash to go home. So who got my leash? Somebody got my leash. I got to have my leash to go home. Who's got my leash? You know somebody got my leash. I got to have my leash to go home. I got to have my leash to go home.
That's nice.
That's great. That's great. That's a good way to end a
This
circle.
was really a good. This was good.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's
for going
right.
getting your
This
guitar.
is a great atmosphere here. This
Thanks.
feels very, very good here.
I work
It is.
hard at it. I
Yeah.
really do. I've seen a couple people come in here and sit down and you can see they're kind of jittery, edgy something, and it gets around to their turn and they're freaking out, and I just say, just play the song.
Yeah.
We'll love you.
Yeah.
You can't stop us from doing it. And rarely would there be a problem. There was only ever 2 rules around Camp NashBill, and one of them was that if you couldn't smoke in the circle if you were a smoker, and the other one was if you were drunk, you couldn't borrow my guitar. Those are the only 2 rules I ever had.
Thank you, Bill.
It works. You bet, buddy.
Hey,
I'm
we will
glad
see
that-
you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll stick to your leg.
Yeah, I
Isn't that a
see.
comfortable chair, though?
That is.
You can sit in this for
That's
hours.
really good.
It's got great lumbar support and
It
everything.
is though.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
All right.
Come back when you
It's
can.
good to see you again.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
Good to see you. I love your songs.
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you.